Well, it's a big stretch for us. We're in February, and we have 6 games left with Marshall, UTEP, and Memphis, which is very exciting for conference play. It's probably the roughest February that we will have had, including certainly the game at Duke. But kind of exciting time. We're in first place, and a lot of games left, but not a lot of games left. So hopefully we can get better and improve on what we did in January.
You just talked about the schedule in February. Do you ever notice on teams when the calendar flips to February and you get closer to March, is there actually a noticeable kind of attitude change, or maybe it seems a little more serious?
No, I believe that. I think it's a great observation. We sort of call them the dog days of January, and we just had 3 out of 4 on the road, and found a way to win 2 of the 3, and really not playing our best basketball. And it's kind of what you got to do. You got to scratch and claw and play through the low points, and I think we've done that. So it is February, and hopefully that weather turns, and we'll be heading to March Madness.
Winning Saturday, and not that you're doing a lot of scoreboard watching yet, but to see UAB then also lose, how exciting is that for your team?
Oh, I don't think they really thought about it much. I don't think that's anything that anyone just gets excited about. They're pretty well trained and conditioned at the most important game is the next game, and we'll stay focused on that. It's pretty early. I mean, we're just 7 games in, and like I said, there's just a lot of basketball left.
Talk a little bit about Wednesday's matchup. I know everyone can talk about the game, but then you have 2 of the premier center finals in the league in the country playing on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm anxious to see Hassan Whiteside in person. He's pretty impressive on tape. He's more advanced than what Jerome was as a freshman, for sure. Has a perimeter game, really has a feel, better timing, runs better. He's a really good player, and he's really made a difference for those guys. And that's certainly no knock on Jerome. It's just Jerome's journey is a different journey than Hassan Whiteside's journey.
Is Jerome's journey still not completed in terms of not only the season but his career? Do you think he's still best basketball ahead of him when he's final?
I think you've seen some really good basketball from him. I'd just like for him to continue that really good basketball. I thought he played really well Saturday. It was an incredibly physical game. In my opinion, not within the rules. And he hung in there, got 10 points and 5 rebounds, and made 2 free throws to seal the game. I thought he did great. I was really pleased with him. Just 2 weeks ago, he won the game for us. The second half against the city rival. So he's put up with a lot. He's shown. He impressed me Saturday. He has shown incredible patience. Because if he ever retaliated, he'd get called for the foul. So to me, that's part of his maturation process.
Your guys have built a pretty good reputation of playing their best basketball late. I'm sure you take pride in that. Is there anything you can point to as a reason behind that, or is it just a mentality?
Oh. I don't know. I think we stick with the little things. We really pay attention, hopefully, to the details. Now, in the 5th year, 4 years into it, I mean, I think our kids have confidence in being that way too. They've shown that, they've done that. So they almost expect it of themselves more than just the coaches. So that probably helps.
When you get this late in the season, especially in conference, everybody knows everything that everybody else does. So is there a level of toughness that you have to win games in late February?
I think so, particularly on the road. Although we haven't seen these guys. We haven't seen UTEP, we haven't seen Memphis, haven't seen Southern Miss. Those are our next 4. And then we return the game back to Marshall. So 4 games coming up and new teams. I mean, Southern Miss, for example, haven't seen them much on tape. They don't have Jeremy Wise anymore. They have Gary Flowers. So there is some newness to it, some uncertainty with the team. But I think toughness needs to be there all the time, personally. I think that, even in your non-conference, if you're not tough, you're maybe overlooking a team or something, you still got that toughness to win. But it really comes into play now. But I think the little things come into play. Paying attention to the little things. Is that toughness? Part of that's toughness, I guess.
How much of coming back against UAB the other day give you confidence going through the last month here, going on the road to select UAB, UTEP and to do?
Yeah, I think it gives us confidence. We did it the game before that too, and won. I think the biggest thing is just trying to get more balance from our team, and so we're not so incredibly dependent on Ben Mazzo and Justin Hurt and Jerome. I think everyone playing to their role and doing the little things that they do, whether it's Joe Richard handling the basketball when they trap Ben Uzo. Those moments are key in learning those lessons in a loss. And I think that will be key as we head down the stretch.
Seems like defenses are challenging Bryce to beat them with that corner of the wing, kind of mid-range jumper. What's been your advice in terms of how to handle that offensively?
Yeah. Bryce and Bishop. And really, Bishop's getting more minutes than Bryce. First of all, drive the basketball, particularly Bryce, because he's really good at it. Screen, become a good passer. When you are open, be ready to shoot. And then being an incredible offensive rebounder. We're not guarding you, we're not going to cut you out, we're not boxing you out. Go to the glass. And quite honestly, game winner, Joe Richard with the three, Avalon Roberts.
You have a matchup like Wednesday night with Sean and Jerome, two big players that go against each other. Do you need Jerome to win that battle, or is this a game where they sort of cancel each other out and it has to be one and different?
Well, I don't know. I think the one thing that we're missing here, I have incredible respect for Tyler Wilkerson from Marshall. In my opinion, he's one of the best, most skilled post players in the league. So it's really the two of them. Hassan Whiteside's getting a lot of credit, and he deserves it. He's getting 5 blocks a game. But Tyler Wilkerson concerns me. He's always played pretty well against us. He really can score in the post, and he can step out the three. So it's really the combination of both those guys. And they have more bodies to throw at us. Spikes, Heyman, Baines, they've all played well against us in the past. But the combination of our three guys, Joe, Steven, and Jerome, have to play well. The matchup, it's hard to say, how you decide that. Is it points or rebounds? And certainly for us to win, Jerome has to show up against anybody.
You see a situation where there's going to be a whole lot of bigs in the game at one time for a while?
I think so. I think you'll see 4 big guys in the game. I think so. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good game. I mean, it's talent-wise, it's a good college basketball game.
It's hard to put yourself in their shoes, but they're going to be really fighting for a win on a 4-game losing streak now, just trying to make things right. Going into the stretch, they know it's going to be a tough stretch.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. West Virginia's a ranked team, and then they've had close losses at home, which is pretty tough when you lose at home to UAB and Memphis. But certainly, they've probably got to be concerned about themselves as much as they have to be concerned about us. And it goes that way for us too. I mean, I just think that when you've lost 4 in a row, I mean, probably your confidence is shaken to some degree. To what degree? We got to make sure we enforce that.